You're right, and topping your headlines this morning, candidates for governor of South Carolina meeting for the final night of debate in Greenville. Republican Henry McMaster, of course, looking to stay in the governor's mansion, while James Smith is vying to be the state's first Democratic governor to be elected in years. Our Raycom News Network reporter Greg Adeline has a look at the topics both candidates discussed. All right, of course, there's another governor's race happening in Georgia. Brian Kemp, though, filing an emergency motion requesting the judge put the absentee ballot order injunction on hold. Now, two federal lawsuits accuse election officials near Atlanta of rejecting hundreds of absentee ballots due to what they're calling signature mismatch issues. But critics say the rejections target minority voters. The judge ruling the ballots in question be marked provisional and that voters be given a chance to appeal that rejection. And tickets now available for Mike Pence. Yes, the vice president coming to the CSRA. According to Brian Kemp's campaign, Pence is going to be in Grovetown November 1st. And of course, that's to headline a rally in support of the Secretary of State's bid for governor. That event is scheduled for 2:30 Thursday afternoon at the Columbia County Exhibition Center. Meanwhile, Stacey Abrams making stops across the state in her bid to become Georgia's next governor. Abrams bringing her We Are Georgia bus tour to Columbia State University yesterday, and she has visited more than 25 counties so far, promoting early voting. She plans to make at least 24 more stops before Election Day. At 8:06, the Grovetown Department of Public Safety asking for your help this morning to find this young lady here. This is 19-year-old Kyra Hilliard. Hilliard was last seen leaving her home in the Main Street neighborhood on Saturday night around 11:30. And according to reports, she was driving a white 2018 Dodge Journey, similar to the one on your screen, with a Georgia tag RJW 2916. Hilliard is listed at 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing around 130 pounds, with red and orange dreads. You see it right there. Now, if you have any information about Hilliard's whereabouts, please contact Lieutenant Jason Reeves with the department. His number 706-863-1212. And police still searching for two more suspects this morning in connection with the shooting at an Aiken apartment complex. 18-year-old Rondez Jones and 19-year-old Marquez Ryans are still wanted for attempted murder. Meanwhile, 19-year-old Jamar Bush was arrested and taken to the Aiken County Detention Center. He is charged with attempted murder and possession of a firearm during the commission of a violent crime. A grisly discovery in the Hudson River Wednesday afternoon. New York police say they have found the bodies of two women who were bound together, apparently with duct tape. The victims were pronounced dead at the scene, and officials say there weren't any apparent signs of trauma. The identities, though, are being withheld until the next of kin is notified. Authorities say the women, they're between the ages of 25 and 30. An investigation currently underway and no word yet on the cause of their death. Investigators say they stole the merchandise from a Marine Corps recruit store warehouse in Paris Island. And according to the indictment, First Sergeant Lascelles Chambers asked a civilian employee to steal boxes of Gillette razors and razor blades, while court documents say two other men stole the boxes of razors every week from the warehouse and disabled those security cameras. Now, it goes on to say Chambers would sell the stolen merchandise to people in different states and share the profits with the three others. An upcoming hearing will determine the Marine Corps' next course of action. And we're starting to learn more about the suspected gunman in that deadly Kentucky supermarket shooting. We told you about that here yesterday. Authorities now believe that Gregory Allen Bush was spotted Wednesday trying to gain access to a church with a black pastor and congregation. The 51-year-old was in court where the judge issued a $1.5 million bond. Bush charged with 2 counts of murder and 10 counts of wanton endangerment. Now, that judge ruling Bush is a danger to the community. The pastor of the church that investigators believe Bush attempted to gain access to, sharing his concerns. Now, while no motive has actually been given just as of yet, one witness says he heard Bush mention to a patron in the store parking lot that remark, quote, "Whites don't kill whites." Our time right now is 8:10. Coming up, suspicions rising this morning after bombs were sent to Democrats around the country. We're going to take a closer look at why they did not actually explode. Plus, an action of bravery, Good Samaritans stepping in to save a couple from an ATM robbery. Hey there, top of the morning. It is 8:13. The weekend is almost here, and there's going to be a lot to celebrate for Halloween. Our first elect meteorologist, Pierce Legion, he is live in Grovetown to preview some Halloween fun tonight. And I guess, Pierce, it looks like it is unfortunately still raining out there. Jay, thanks so much. Authorities are questioning why none of the bombs shipped to Democrats around the country actually exploded. Drew Griffin reports why some analysts suspect these devices were never intended to explode at all. All right, time is 8:19. Coming up for you, a former commissioner in Florida running away from reporters. We're going to tell you why he's in a little trouble this morning. We're back for you in just a bit. Hey, welcome back in. It is 8:23 on this Friday morning, and we all know that trick-or-treating is right around the corner. And as you go door to door, we want to make sure that you and your family are all safe. Our Fox 54 News Now reporter, Maya Payton, working hard for you this morning with a few Halloween safety tips. Good morning. Well, hello, top of the morning to you. It is 8:30 a.m. It is a Friday, October the 26th, 2018. I'm C.E. Huffman. Stephanie Lopez taking some time off today. Hope she's feeling good. Jay Jeffries, though, still here with me with your first alert forecast. Things are wet today. Looks like it's going to stay that way throughout the day. No matter where you go in the South, all right?
Yeah, on the eastern half of the U.S., yes, again. I miss that smile on a Friday. You know, Stephanie, she always go like,
I thought you were talking about mine.
Oh, well, you know. 8:31.
I'm not up for you?
Yeah. Here we
Jay Jeffries, thank you so much. You know, 10 suspicious packages sent to the mail has sparked some national manhunt this morning for the sender, and Natasha Chen has the very latest details. Natasha, thank you so much. It is 8:34. A missing teen from Wisconsin still has yet to be found this morning. Officials are now offering a $25,000 reward in hopes of finding 13-year-old Jamie Kloss. Jamie's parents were found dead at their home more than a week ago. Jamie was believed to be at home at the time of those murders. However, authorities say she was abducted, and they believe that she is currently in danger. She's been added to the top of the FBI's missing persons list. The police releasing photos, though, earlier this week of two cars of interest captured on surveillance footage near the Kloss home during the killings. Her aunt making a plea to anyone who may know where Jamie is. Now, at least 1,500 tips have already been received, but around 1,200 of those tips have already been closed. President Trump is announcing his latest effort to lower our drug prices. He visited with the Department of Health and Human Services, blasting a system that he claims gouges American consumers and leads to artificially low prices overseas. The president says he'll now allow Medicare to determine the price it pays for drugs based on what other nations pay. And he says under Medicare, doctors will be paid a flat rate for drug referrals instead of higher fees when they recommend more expensive drugs. Now, Congress would not actually need to approve those rule changes, but they would need to pass a standard rulemaking review. That plan, though, would most likely cover drugs administered in outpatient clinics of doctors' offices and not general pharmacy prescriptions. Our time on this Friday morning, 8:37. Coming up for you, a new bill aiming to fight the U.S. opioid crisis. Find out what it offers Medicaid patients. That's ahead in your health news now. So it was a little cool last night. So cool that one Mr. J. Jeffries told me that he had turned his heat on. So we're going to start talking about, is your house winter ready? We got some tips on what you need to do to be prepared. Hey, it was an Israeli father's need to feed his 3-month-old baby that led to the invention of a baby bottle that warms breast milk more quickly. Yeah, he got the idea one night when he was warming up breast milk for his child, a process that normally takes 10 minutes or a little longer. Now, he was exhausted and thought there just has to be a better way, right? Well, he envisioned a round bottle that would spread breast milk into thinner layers to allow for faster warming. Now, the bottle reportedly cuts the milk's warming time by more than half and actually allows the cooling of breast milk twice as fast as a conventional bottle. And those kisses, they're going to cost you a little more. If you're talking about the Hershey's chocolate version, that is. The candy company says it's planning to raise the prices of a fifth of its products. No word on which products they're actually going to see those increases, but Hershey says the prices will go up about 2.5%. Hershey's is one of the many companies getting squeezed by rising commodity and shipping costs, and they hope higher prices will offset those costs without scaring away their customers. Those changes are going to go into effect next year. This weekend, of course, most moviegoers are going to go to Halloween parties, or you're just going to go to see Halloween. But even with the Fright flick ready at the top of the box office again this week, a few new movies are going to try to find their audience. David Daniel has a preview. All right, lots to look at this week. What was the last movie you saw?
I can't recall.
It's been a long time for
It's
him.
been a while.
He doesn't even know that the seats go back now.
Yeah. Yes, I do. Get out of here. All right, grab the umbrella and the jacket because you'll need it as you start that commute for you this morning. Take a look at our 7-day forecast. 64th today with rain continue all the way up until about 8 and 9 p.m. tonight. Not too bad tomorrow, a little bit cooler under cloudy skies. Beautiful on Sunday, and thereafter, we're talking near 80 degrees for Wednesday and Thursday of next week.
That's November.
Yeah.
That's looking good. I'm all right with that.
Fantastic.
I like that. Okay, you guys have a great, safe weekend if you're going to be out and about. And of course, we're always online at WFXG.com. But the news will be on a little late tonight.
Yeah.
So don't forget that. Have a great one.
Bye-bye.